Hey y'all, how you doing? Corey, OkCello Johnson here, coming to you with what's going to be a more regular cadence from now on. I'm going to try and post every single day, at least every single weekday. I gave you a bit of an introduction on who I was yesterday, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about looping, because looping is a really big part of my art. It's a really big part of what has allowed me to have the career that I have. And I'm just going to talk you through it just generally. I can't get into it deeply in the amount of time that I have, but this is the looping pedal that I use. And essentially a looper is just a little small computer that allows me to play live. It records me playing live, and then it immediately plays it back. And then I'm able to play with what is being played back as if it were like a duet. And I can record that duet, and then that becomes a part, and I can play with that and record that, and on and on and on until I have an entire ensemble of cellos on stage. And the way that it works is, there's two buttons on this looper. There are other really more complicated loopers, really nice loopers. This is also a very nice looper, but primarily because of the sound and its simplicity. So what I do is I press this button to begin recording, and then I press this button again to stop recording and go immediately into playback. And then once I go into playback, I can kind of play back and forth with it. But if I want to record again and I want to do kind of like an overdub, I press this button again, which is the loop button, and I can record, and it will immediately start recording, and it will record over the entire footprint that I initially recorded, and then it will start over again. So I can have it kind of just automatically adding parts. So it'll go the second part, and then once we get to the end of the footprint, then we'll go and start recording the third part, and I don't have to press any buttons. And then I press this button one more time when I don't want to overdub anymore. Boom. And then I can play with what I just recorded. So let's say I recorded 5 voices, and then I can play with those 5 voices, or I can just sit and listen to them, because I've kind of created a choir that has its own kind of sense of melody and direction. And then this button over here is called the FX button, and for this looper, there are quite a few things that it can do, but I use it primarily just to stop. So you press it again, and it stops the entire loop. If you want to get rid of the entire loop, you hold this button down, and it gets rid of the entire loop. Just a couple of cool little bells and whistles. If I press this button, boom, and start recording, and then boom, go immediately to playback, and then boom, I go immediately into overdub, and I play something I don't like, then I press this button again so it stops recording, and then I hold this button down, and then it will get rid of the last layer. So that's how you kind of fix mistakes, but you can only fix mistakes on the last layer. The other way that you can also use it is to bring a part in and out, right? So that's what I do when I have a chorus. I record the chorus, stop recording the chorus, and then at some point I hold it down, and then the chorus goes away. And then it sounds like it's just a verse, and then I hold it down again, and the chorus comes back. The only other bells and whistles are this pedal right here has a little toggle switch at the top. And this toggle switch allows me to either keep it in the position where I use it primarily for stop, or it goes to half speed. So it'll slow it down to half speed, which is kind of really cool. Maybe I'll get a chance to demonstrate that for you. And then I can actually reverse it, like almost chop and screw it, and just have the thing that I just recorded go backwards. But I don't really do those two things so often. I kind of keep it in stop. But that was a lot, and I know it doesn't necessarily make looping any clearer for those of you who are new to it. I'm getting ready to put together probably a course on looping, and I just wanted to kind of give everyone like a little bit of a hint of what this involves, and if you're interested, you can reach out to me, and I'll let you know how that course is coming along. I'm going to demonstrate in just a second kind of what looping is like, and I just want to give you a little bit of a talk through first. So give me just a second. a quick example of how I use a looper to make a song. That song was fire. It is on my first album. I think it is the third song on my first album, Liminal. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, either comment here on the video or inbox me. I definitely am going to be getting a series of courses together. One just on pro audio and looping, and there's a lot to that, but also one on improvisation, which I think might actually be the most important of these courses that I'm interested in developing. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope I get a chance to play for you sometime soon at a live concert. And thank you so much for supporting my work.